Hello, this is Academic Caramel Curls, and today you're in for a treat. This is the first tale in our new spooky series, and it brings us to the paranormal city of New Orleans, where people say the dead never rests and the citizens walk side by side with the other side. In the mid 19th century, it was very common for a wealthy Frenchman in the city to take beautiful women of color as their mistresses. These men would provide lavish homes and lifestyles for their lovers, but because of the laws of the day, they were never allowed to marry them. Society condoned, even encouraged these relationships, but interracial marriage was both illegal and considered highly inappropriate. Any children that were born of these relationships took their father's name and were considered heirs to their father's wealth, while the women, though cared for financially, were never free to marry the white men who courted them. One such woman was a beautiful Creole woman of color named Julie. Living in a lovely home on Royal Street in the French Quarter, Julie had everything she could ask for, except the one thing she wanted the most: to be married to her lover. Unfortunately, her for her it was never an option. She pleaded with her partner again and again, but besides the legal aspects, the wealthy Frenchman knew it would be absolute ruin to marry someone of a different race. The answer was always a resounding no. One exceptionally cold December night, the tensions between the two lovers peaked. Julie demanded to become the man's wife, and, weary of her begging, the man gave her an ultimatum. He agreed to marry her if she waited for him all night, naked on the roof. Knowing how cold it was, the man thought surely his Julie would never agree. So he went downstairs to entertain some friends, other high class society men, and the night lingered on as the men talked, laughed, drank, and played cards. And the man was sure that his beloved was safe and warm upstairs. He underestimated her love and how strongly she wanted to marry him. So, as the evening wound down and the man bids his friends good night and headed back upstairs to spend the rest of the night with Julie, he couldn't find her anywhere. A foreboding cold draft blew in from the attic staircase, turning the man's blood into ice. Surely he believed Julie didn't follow through with his silly ultimatum. The night was freezing, the temperatures low enough to kill anyone out in the elements without the proper attire. The man was faced with two stark realities. His lover would die up on the roof waiting for him, or possibly, even worse, she would live and he would be forced to marry her, flouting both the laws and rules of society. He raced up the stairs and out onto the roof to find Julie naked and dead in the cold. She died waiting for her love, desperate to prove herself to him so she could finally be his bride. Today, it's said that Julie hunts those French Quarter buildings, the building she once called home, and appears to be pacing naked on the rooftop on the coldest night of December each year. Other times during the year, she appears inside the building, a friendly spirit who loves attention. The building used to house Bottom of the Cup Tea Room, famous for its psychic readings, where the staff long encountered Julie's ghost roaming the structure. The staff experienced hearing her voice call out, seeing her face appear in mirrors, and sometimes even seeing her skirts swishing around corners. The tea room has moved, but Julie's spirit still supposedly lives on, watching and waiting for her lover. I hope you enjoyed tonight's spooky tale about forbidden love. And remember, broaden your horizons, expand your thinking, and uncover new ways for you to be an even better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Bye.